Hey guys, I'm Hunter with Nelson Insurance. I'm gonna run over how to get the best truck insurance quote or just best trucking insurance, whether you're a new authority, been in business for a couple years, or you've been around forever. A lot of this can depend on you whether you're a fleet, new authority, or you've been around for a couple years or a little bit of mix. So starting off, if you are a new authority, I would say 90% of the time you're going to be sticking to what's called a direct company. And the direct companies are the guys that you know. They're going to be your Progressive, Geico, Lancer, Great West, Berkshire. A direct company means that an insurance agent like me, I can go online and quote it myself. And one thing you might be thinking is, well, heck, that I can go online and quote it myself too for most of these guys. The thing is that you're going to want to check a couple things. I'll get into that here. And so here's what I'm going to recommend for direct carriers, and then I'll get into whether you're going to brokerage through an insurance agent. But if you're going to, if you're a new authority or you just are going to be the cheapest with a direct carrier, you got a direct carrier right now, which I would say 90% of the time you're going to be the cheapest with a direct carrier. One thing right at the bat to know is your credit is heavily involved with these guys. I mean, it's involved on everybody, but for example, Progressive will rate you heavily on your credit. So if your credit sucks, your insurance premium is going to suck. You're going to pay a ton, and things are not going to be pretty for you. So that is definitely one thing you really want to keep an eye on, especially if you're a new authority. You're a new authority, you're going progressive. Your credit's great, your insurance rates can be a lot lower. Credit sucks, your life's gonna suck. And then another thing would be to know your carriers. So know the direct companies because that's gonna help you with picking an agent. You can go try a couple different agents, but the thing is that if you're picking three agents who will specialize in trucking insurance, or three agents who maybe do specialize in truck insurance and they'll get the same exact companies, well then some guys get locked out of quotes. So that is one thing to know. If you go to three different trucking insurance companies and you're looking online and they all got the same freaking companies, well then when you're doing this, if I go quote Progressive and then the next agent that you went shaft with quotes Progressive, well he's gonna be locked out. But if he gets to Great West before I did, well now you're just looking at two different agents offering quotes, um, that one agent could have just got in the first place. And if you like working with me, for example, way more than somebody else, that guy's kind of shady. Well, then I'm just SOL on the deal, and you're gonna be stuck with that other agent unless you go through the work of assigning a different broker and all this type of stuff. So it's just know the carriers, and then that way you can pick your insurance agent on the carrier based off of relationships and reviews and seeing how all that looks. So for example, too, one thing to throw in there is if I've got a majority of the companies, but I don't have Berkshire and I don't have Cover Whale, and somebody else does, well then go get it done. Go get another agent because he can chop those companies. He can go quote those two guys, and then somebody like another agent go quote the rest. So that's kind of how that works. Um, and then I would recommend having an agent. You can go online and get Progressive. You can go online and get Geico if you qualify in their state. But the thing is with an agent, and I'm not just saying this because I am an agent, you can go online if you want to, but an agent is able to give advice that 99% of the insurance or 99% of the insurance or the trucking company that I talk to don't know. So we can get you quick COIs. They can offer advice on it. They can tell you, well, they know, obviously we know how insurance works, so we can tell you how to get down payment lower, how to work all this type of stuff. Where if you're just starting up, when you start your 750, we can cook your DOT. We know how to do that type of stuff. So that way when you do get your truck, you got a couple months of experience on the DOT, and now you can go get loads right away because obviously you're a new authority. Nobody wants to hardly work with you, so you can have an agent help you cook your DOT and help you get cheap insurance. And then two, customer service. I mean, you can call them right up and get your COI versus having to send a hold with a win 100 number for 30 minutes. But now that's new authority, that's direct carriers. If you're somebody who's maybe got a little hair on the account, you got a couple claims, you're a fleet, you I don't know, heck, you qualify for Northland somehow, um, and you're through brokerage, and that's the cheapest or the only option for you. This gets to be a little more in depth on how to get some of this type of stuff. So I've got some notes here. The main thing is going to be relationship. Find an agent who knows their stuff, because brokerage is even more complicated, and you got to have the agents got to have a relationship with the underwriters and have relationships with the premium finance companies. So, for example, if I'm a trucking company, I go to somebody who sells a lot of home and auto, and they just want to do a couple truck counts on the side. If they don't have a lot of premium with the premium finance company, which is how you make your monthly payments on the insurance, the premium finance company is not going to offer that insurance or that insurance agent good terms on that thing. So you're going to have 9 payments over the 12 months. You're going to have 25% down, and you'll be stuck with bad terms. And then 2, on the underwriter side, I have to go to an underwriter, or an insurance agent has to go to an underwriter to get the quotes. So if you don't have a good relationship with the underwriter, they might not even look at the account, for one, when you should be looked at by the carrier. They're going to take weeks and weeks and weeks to get back to you on anything. And really, it's going to cost you a lot more money up front, and it's going to drag out the whole deal, which, time is money. So there's that deal. And then also, this is especially important. This is reiterating what I said with the direct carriers, but it's find an agent or 2 who is going to be working hard for you. Don't go out and get 5 agents to work on this thing, because this especially is difficult if the market is blocked. When a lot of this stuff with brokers, if you're dealing with somebody who's going to a brokerage in the first place, and if you're unfamiliar with a brokerage is who I got to go to, or an insurance agent has to go to get access to markets like Northland, Berkeley, Carolina Casualty, Canal, any of those type of guys. But if you go out and shop multiple agents with a brokerage type of risk, well, heck, then everybody's going to be locked. The underwriters going to be pissed at them. Things are really going to get drug out then. So find a truck insurance agent who's got a lot of good relationships and has the markets that are readily available. And really, too, if you get a truck insurance agent who knows what they're doing, they're able to access pretty much every carrier through brokerage. Almost never is it tough to get an appointment through brokerage. So there is that deal. When you are submitting your information to the agent, have absolutely everything, because some of these agents, they get so many quotes. If you're not sending the full submission, they're not even gonna bother working with you. They're not gonna call you back saying, "Hey, I need this and this." Send them everything they need. The things that they're gonna need right up front are loss runs. They probably got a form for you to fill out for all the information, driver, vehicle information, all type of stuff. Fill that thing out 100%. And you want last 4 quarters of your IFTA mile reports. I as an insurance agent, don't care about that stuff. The carrier wants to see it. It's through brokerage. You got to send them more information. It's the deal. So you're going to want 3 to 5 years and loss runs for the company, because they're not going to pull the report for you. They want to see your loss run, see what the account looks like. You need to have everything. And then on top of it, you don't need the motor vehicle reports or the MVRs for the drivers to get a quote. Sometimes you do if it's a really complicated risk, but you will need it for binding. So get it to the agent if you got it, or tell the agent to invoice you for the MVRs if you're serious about getting rolling there. But that is everything that they need for a complete submission, because if the agent doesn't have a complete submission, he can't send it off to the brokerage. And even if he does send it off to the brokerage, this guy's making a mistake doing so, they're going to tell him to screw off, and they're going to go work on some other deal, because brokerages have more leads than they know what to do with. So yeah, and then again, you're going to want to find the correct agent on this type of deal. Somebody who knows trucking insurance in and out, somebody who's got the relationships built up, because again, this goes back to that premium finance. You're going to have more money down, you have You're gonna have less payments throughout the year, and really, it's just, I mean, it puts your business in a tough spot. So know that, and then know when to shop your insurance if you're going to be through a brokerage. Um, because if you come to me or an insurance agent 10 days before your renewal, you're not going to get every option that really should have been looked at on that renewal. You're going to be rushing to get things. The agent's going to be blowing up your phone saying, hey, I need this and this and this. And if you're not sending it quickly and you're not giving the agent enough time, some of these underwriters won't even look at it. And then on top of that too, they're not gonna have time to go to every market needed to be. That should be shopped. So you're probably gonna end up paying more because you have waited. So what you want to do is 45 days from your renewal, start prepping, get all your stuff, go online, find your agent, maybe talk to some other truckers, figure out who's doing a good job, and find your agent there. Because again, if you're through brokerage, you want to find an agent who knows their stuff in and out, has got the relationships built up, and don't go to 5 different insurance agents because you're going to block out the markets, and then you're going to get different quotes from everybody when you could have just gone to one guy that you like. If anything, if you do want to shop out different insurance agents because you don't have anybody in mind, or you're not certain of anybody, call a couple different insurance agencies. Kind of question them on their truck insurance experience, who they have for markets, make sure that they have everybody, see if their relationship with the premium finance company is good, and tell them to fill it. Tell them to send you the form to fill out and the information needed. And then after talking to insurance agents, then pick out your best guy and send him the information. So that's really the deal there on how to get the best trucking insurance quote, best trucking insurance possible. If you don't know the difference between brokerage or direct carriers, or you're not sure, and a carrier in the insurance world is an insurance company. But if you're not sure on where you stand with that, here's to give you kind of an idea. Progressive owns 40% of the market for trucking insurance in general. Great West owns 30% of it. And then the next up are Canal and Northland. Geico, Lancer, Acuity are all other big players. Berkshire is a big player. But if you're a new venture, 99% of the time, you're going to be with Progressive, Cover Whale, Berkshire, Great West, somebody along those lines. And you just need quick and easy insurance to get rolling. The down payments are usually lower, all that type of stuff with these direct carriers. So if you're newer, find a direct carrier, or know the direct market to find an agent who has access to most of these direct markets, or two, so that we can get access to all of them. The direct markets that you want to be looking for, or direct carriers that you want to be looking for in an agent, are going to be Lancer, Acuity, Great West, Progressive, Berkshire, Hathaway, Home State Companies, Cover Whale, and then there's a couple other ones there that are not as common, but they're also there. So you've got Century. I don't have Century. Nobody in the Midwest pretty much has got Century. So I don't know a whole lot about those guys, but that's a direct carrier market. Not a big player at all in new venture space, if they even take it. Geico is in a good couple states, and Nirvana is the last one, really. But those last three are not quite as common. You're not gonna find many agents with those guys, and Nirvana's a big tech company. So keep it simple, stupid. The main ones you want: Great West, Progressive, Berkshire, Cover Whale, and every once in a while Lancer. So that's how you kind of find out there if you're not sure if you're a brokerage or not. Every once in a while you'll get a new venture that goes to Canal. If you're with Canal, then you're with brokerage. I would probably just go to direct carriers from there. Keeps your life easy. But it's going to be for the fleet stuff. It's going to be for the tough stuff. If you're somehow a new venture with 10 units, you're going to be brokerage. You're hauling a lot of oversized stuff, anything hazmat. You're a big trucking company, then you go through brokerage, or you got a lot of claims. You got a lot of claims, you're out of the ordinary, that's usually when you're going to brokerage and you're going to be stuck in brokerage. So that's kind of the deal there on trucking insurance. If you guys got any questions or are interested in a quote, feel free to reach out to me. I'm licensed in 38 states. Um, I insure about 300 to 400 truck insurance companies. About 300. It's about 350. And located in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. But if you guys got any questions, just let me know. I'm here to help. Again, I'm with Nelson Insurance Agency. Everything's be down in the bio for a quote request if you guys want that. And then, website and everything, so you can reach out to us. Thanks.